In a world where commercial real estate is evolving at a whirlwind pace, every building needs a hero. These heroes combine lightning-fast problem-solving skills with industry knowledge, strong leadership, and a good dose of charm. But even heroes cannot stand alone. In an ever-changing world full of new challenges, BOMA International and its local associations and international affiliates stand with these heroes. BOMA serves as a guardian of the industry, helping property professionals do their important work in the midst of emerging technology and changing tenant demands. From connecting people to advocating on Capitol Hill to creating timely new resources, BOMA is the ultimate hero's sidekick. With a global network of 88 U.S. associations and 18 affiliates, BOMA International protects and creates value for the industry through its advocacy, influence, and knowledge, helping property professionals stay ahead of new trends. The proliferation of technology within the industry has brought many new possibilities and some uncertainty. To help members navigate this, we created or strengthened several member resources on technology. The annual conference and expo featured the debut of the new Technology and Innovation Education track, expanding educational resources to members, and the Technology Pavilion on the expo floor continue to serve as a space to discover new high-tech solutions for their properties. The Technology Committee, in conjunction with Building Engines, surveyed members to evaluate their technology practices and analyze the results to show how members can learn from each other to leverage technology more effectively. The study reinforced that those who tackle emerging technologies early are the ones who benefit. BOMA International also partnered with leading security organizations to release a framework to help decision makers protect their buildings against risks associated with intelligent building management systems. Both studies are now on BOMA.org. Recruiting and fostering top talent is critical to ensuring a bright future for the commercial real estate industry. We debuted a redesigned career center this year to make it easier for employers and job seekers to find the best match. In July, BOMA International and a coalition of 32 other real estate industry groups launched careersbuildingcommunities.org, which allows visitors to explore career paths across all sectors of real estate. For those already part of the industry, BOMA International helps build leadership skills and experience. The J. Michael Coleman Scholarship helps emerging professionals attend the annual conference and expo, offering recipients a chance to gain critical skills and mentors early in their careers. The Emerging Professionals Committee is now in its second year, working to create connections and resources for career development. In 2018, the Executive Committee also added a new Emerging Professional member position to its roster. BOMA also continued its Leadership Academy, a mentoring program to identify and further support emerging leaders. Supporting best-in-class operational practices is at the heart of what BOMA does. This past spring, we published an update to our Green Lease Guide, which offered expanded guidance on creating a lease that achieves and maintains sustainable building operations. 2018 was also the first year of the W Squared Challenge, BOMA International's 2-year initiative to support the commercial real estate sector in benchmarking water and waste consumption and improving performance. With the support of BOMA Cornerstone partner Yardi and in partnership with BOMA local associations, this program is already transforming markets around the United States. The BOMA 360 Performance Program had a banner year. The 2000th BOMA 360 designation was conferred in the fourth quarter. The designation gained prominence worldwide, particularly with the designation of Shanghai Tower, the tallest building in China and the second tallest in the world. Earlier in the year, the Global Real Estate Sustainability Benchmark, the worldwide portfolio-level standard for environmental, social, and governance benchmarking for real estate, recognized BOMA 360 as a green certification for individual building operations. BOMA International's advocacy efforts were in high gear in 2018, despite an often gridlocked Congress. In March, we testified before the U.S. House Ways and Means Committee about the importance of modernizing and making permanent the commercial buildings energy efficiency tax deduction, commonly referred to as 179D. BOMA also played a pivotal role in ensuring that the EPA's Energy Star program was preserved and funding levels were maintained during the appropriations process. Throughout the year, BOMA met with key lawmakers and decision makers to emphasize the importance of this program to the commercial real estate industry. BOMA PAC had a record year with more than $80,000 raised to help political candidates who support commercial real estate. Likewise, BOMA International's Industry Defense Fund remained instrumental in ensuring that adequate resources were available at the federal, state, and local levels to address wide-ranging issues that can impact BOMA members. In 2018, nearly $110,000 was awarded to state and local advocacy projects across the United States from San Francisco to Pittsburgh. The International Code Council's 2021 Codes Development Cycle was in full swing, and the Codes team was involved every step of the way, from testifying before the ICC to creating voting guides for local code officials. These efforts paid off. A whopping 74% of our code positions were successful in the latest code development cycle. BOMA International's conferences are critical gathering places for property professionals. Last winter, hundreds of members met in Washington, D.C. for the Winter Business Meeting and National Issues Conference to discuss the most pressing issues within the industry and shape BOMA's priorities over the coming year. At the conclusion of the conference, members took to Capitol Hill to lobby Congress on our top legislative priorities, meeting with more than 200 congressional offices, raising awareness for critical issues, and contributing to BOMA's legislative successes throughout the year. In May, more than 1,300 attendees gathered for the Medical Office Buildings and Healthcare Real Estate Conference, the biggest one yet. Health system executives, developers, investors, asset managers, and property managers gathered in Houston for the U.S.'s largest annual event dedicated to healthcare real estate. The following month, BOMA's annual conference and expo in San Antonio brought together people from around the globe for best-in-class education, unmatched networking opportunities, and solutions to enhance asset performance. Conference highlights included keynote speakers Jenna Bush Hager and Barbara Pierce Bush, a panel of industry experts discussing how to improve the tenant experience, and the annual State of the Industry address with a focus on the latest technology trends likely to shape the industry. In education, a jobs task analysis was conducted with BOMA International, and it was announced we will be partnering on new education in the coming years. During the Outstanding Building of the Year Awards banquet, 16 commercial properties were honored for excellence in building operations and management with a coveted Toby Award. Last year's program added 2 new categories to reflect the evolution of the industry: mixed use and public assembly building. The evening closed with a swearing-in of Brian Capelli as Chair and Chief Elected Officer, Scott Jones as Chair-elect, Shelby Christensen as Vice Chair, and Keith Major as Secretary-Treasurer. BOMA also inducted its newest class of fellows during the evening, individuals who have displayed exemplary and sustained contributions to the industry, their profession, the community, and BOMA, and want to continue giving back. BOMA International's C-suite think tank, the National Advisory Council, met twice during the year to discuss the most pressing issues impacting the commercial real estate industry, from workforce issues to repositioning portfolios to leveraging technology and more. This was reinforced through visits to the C-suite, working with the local associations to emphasize our role as a strategic business partner. When property professionals collaborate on an international scale, their shared knowledge makes the industry stronger. BOMA leadership traveled around the globe, strengthening the existing relationships and forging new ones. In May, then Chair Rob Brierley and President Henry Chamberlain traveled to Mexico to meet with BOMA Mexico City and BOMA Northeast Mexico. Chamberlain, along with current BOMA International Chair Brian Capelli, also traveled to Australia for the 2018 Property Congress, hosted by the Property Council of Australia, where Capelli presented on a panel on workplaces of the future. BOMA International Chair-elect Scott Jones, along with other BOMA International leaders, traveled to Shanghai for BOMA China's record-setting 6th annual conference in September. This year's program featured the unveiling of Mandarin translations of the 2017 BOMA Office Standard, BOMA International's Commercial Real Estate Technology Trends 2018 report, and 2 BOMA International courses. In early October, BOMA Canada convened for this year's BOMEX conference in Calgary, Alberta. BOMA International Secretary-Treasurer Keith Major served on the event's executive roundtable. These gatherings brought together diverse perspectives from around the world and reinforced global connections. Our work does not go unrecognized. This past year, BOMA received its 11th Energy Star Award, as well as awards for the BOMA International Expo, the redesigned BOMA webpage, and BOMA Magazine. With the launch of the new strategic plan in 2019, in partnership with local associations and international affiliates, we will ensure the organization continues to be the partner that property professionals choose to maximize value for their careers, organizations, and assets. Working behind the scenes, we make sure that today's property professionals have exactly the tools they need right at their fingertips at the exact moment they need it. To be continued in the coming year.